Welcome back to Andrew's Collectibles, and today is Random Figure Review Day. And today for the random figures, we are reviewing the 1983 LJN Advanced Dungeons and Dragons toy line. Now this toy line only lasted a couple years, started in '83. At that point in time, Dungeons and Dragons was huge. I mean, it's still pretty big, but this was like the heyday of Dungeons and Dragons. So they decided to release some figures. They're supposed to be about 3 3/4 inches. Some of them are shorter, some are a little bit taller. And we've got Zarak and we've got Strongheart. So we've got a good guy and a bad guy. And these were found thrifting, just like everything else we kind of do. And so a little bit about these figures. There is some pretty good articulation to them. Posable arms and legs. Arms go out, legs go out, which was neat. Similar to like a G.I. Joe. And no like elbow joint movement, no knees, head moves, no real waist movement. But they are like, honestly, they're pretty good figures, and they've stood like the test of time. Like there's a lot of intricacies to these guys. Faces are like really detailed. Just a lot of like veins and stuff like that, like the plume on his helmet. Zarak's got some pimples going on here, stuff like that. So all in all, I mean, they're great figures if you're a Dungeons and Dragons guy, if you're an 80s guy. A little bit about them. These guys don't have their accessories. They didn't come with them. He would come with a dagger, and Strongheart came with, I want to say, like a cape and sword. He doesn't have his cape, doesn't have his sword. But all in all, these figures are in pretty good shape and like super like good for display. Like they stand well on their own. My table's a little slick, but they do stand well. Like they're a nice figure. So honestly, do I recommend these figures? Yeah. Like I think they're great. If you're a Dungeons and Dragons or an 80s nostalgia guy, or you're an 80s figures collector, grab these figures. They're nice. Like in the first series was about 13 figures, and a little bit easier to find those ones, maybe not complete or on the box, but loose. You can find them if you know what you're looking for. They made a second series, which were called Battle Masters, which were 5 inches, and they like made like punching movements, kicking movements, stuff like that. Those are a little bit harder to find. Probably going to have to spend a little bit more money on those ones. But for these ones, keep an eye out for them. Oftentimes they get thrown in with like other 80s stuff like G.I. Joes, or sometimes even Chat May figures. You might see one of these guys. They might just throw them in a thrift bag. So keep an eye out, and I wish you guys luck in your hunt. Hope you guys enjoy the video and have a great day. Thanks.